The hitman Leonard kidnapped Raul as he walked along the beach away from his parents at the end of Season 1. I know you were just as eager as me to see how this story would continue. We waited for months to find out what would happen.
As you watch this video, you will see the good, the bad, the funny mistakes, and more of the beginning of Lupin, Season 2.
We begin the episode with Youssef Gadaira arriving in Le Havre after Assane Diop. They start looking for Raul together. This is how one of the best chapters of the series will begin, but full of inconsistencies and script errors that we will see together.
Nice.
The first thing they do is steal a car that easily, in 10 seconds, and go after them. Chase scenes are interspersed with flashbacks to the past of the story that give it some context.
Even so, in this episode, they seem inopportune and repetitive. Every 2 minutes, they interrupt the chase to show how he stole a violin for Claire when they were teenagers. The casting's quality can be appreciated when we see these regressions over time. In terms of the physical similarity of young and old, the actors are very similar.
It is very beautiful.
They do not have a mobile signal for several miles during the chase, which is not credible. We have some doubts about this part of the episode. Why and when did Leonard tie Raul up like this and gag him without resisting? How could he do it? Does the hitman, Leonard, have the name of the one who hired him on his cell phone? If he's a murderer, then that's not very professional.
When Claire argues with the police and says, "I'm going to look for my son," will she do so on foot? In fact, we don't see her anymore in the search for Raul. Leonard leaves a can in the trunk of the car for Raul to drink. How is he going to drink it while being gagged and tied?
Assane and Gadaira lose the car they were chasing. And yet, they occur in the same town and place where Raul and Leonard are located? For such a large area, there are a lot of coincidences. They are in Bournville, France. So there are no cell phone signals in a European city of more than 1,000 residents in the 21st century, so everyone has to use the public phone?
I cannot believe you.
At the end of this part, they finally see them. The chase continues, and again there is a regression into the past. Throughout the chase, we see the phone rings again at 3:46 p.m. in the middle of nowhere, even though no signal was available in the city.
Gadaira tells him it was her wife who had called. Does it make sense if he's trying to get her son back? Leonard arrives at an abandoned house. The door has a handle on the outside, but it opens from the inside without a key.
You couldn't possibly be any dumber.
They keep looking for him, but they don't know where he might be. They received an SMS from Raul at 4:26 p.m., and the cell phone indicated it was 3:46 p.m. on the previous call.
While tied to a chair, did Raul take the hitman's phone and send him a message? And here again, the violin history in 1995 is revisited, and it already tires.
Assane and Leonard fight. We all know that the main character will not die at the beginning of the season. Leonard is thrown off the balcony by Assane, but we all know that he did not die except Assane. How and when did Leonard transport Raul to the car without being seen by the pursuers?
We all fear Raul's death when the lousy guy douses the car in gasoline, then sets it on fire. Raul appears to have died in the car explosion, yet we still have doubts.
In a TV series of these times, you have to keep the audience happy, and we know that they will invent something so that it ends well. I think an unexpected event like Raul's death would have been a remarkable turn in the story, so that it wasn't so linear.
Well, nobody's perfect.
To conclude this section of the story, we'll mix the analysis of Episode 1 of the second season with the beginning of Episode 2. In Episode 2, the police fill a car with water when there is no longer a fire. We already know that Raul did not die when they stare at the trunk so much without showing us anything.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
A hateful Pellegrini walks down the stairs with a cane but walks perfectly and fast.
When the police tell Asen that nothing was in the trunk, he breathes a sigh of relief. When they stop to load gasoline, we all imagine that he's going to escape, and he does.
Gadira rescues Raul, but then the car trunk is closed? He had his hands full, but the trunk had been damaged, and he could not close it.
As this is already too much for a single video, we will leave the rest to the next.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
If you liked what you just saw, you would surely appreciate the following video that you see here in this thumbnail. I invite you to watch it, and do not forget to subscribe.